is Epic Tech, and I think it's time to get off this planet, for lack of a better term. Where? Oh, there they are. Pretty. I heard those incoming, and I just had to have those going while I was doing my intro. Thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, so I was trying to think of how to get this up into the MBT when I thought to myself, why bother? I mean, we have a blueprint. We have a projector, or I can make a projector. We've got Igor to actually do the building. And once we get back out into space, I'm going to have plenty of power. So I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to grind this thing down, throw the parts back in the hold. It just doesn't make any sense to try to store it. Not with what we've got going on. And now that I think about it, I don't even need to actually... I'm kind of running low enough on power. I want to take this part by myself. Instead of try to figure out some, have Igor do it and then run out of power and wish I hadn't. So, anyway, I'm going to do that really quick. And then I think it's going to be time to take off. We've got 1,000,000 ice. And I think we've seen enough of this planet. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot much more. I mean, nothing can really outdo the craziness of yesterday's drive. And there's not much on this planet that I really even care about. So, I think there was something, it's like nickel or something that I was kind of running low on, but it's going to be easier to get off of an asteroid, so we'll just do that. Oh. That was the sound of the MBT running out of power. I just heard that. Well. Yeah. Notice how my thing isn't working and it's very quiet. Do you hear how quiet it is? Yeah. Okay. So, let's hop in here and turn on the backup battery. Because I believe that's our only... There we go. Yeah. That's going to be an issue. Alright, with the backup battery running, how are we doing? We've got 15 minutes of backup battery time. So I'm going to toss this stuff in here, shut the battery back down again after I leave. And we're just going to have to kind of keep doing that. I guess, yeah. Off and recharge are pretty much the same when you don't have anything else running. Alright, got that all docked in. I think we'll just leave that like that. Don't think it'll be a problem. I did notice that there was still some stuff in the cargo container there. Like this stone here. I guess we don't really have a spot for that right now, so Tim doesn't know what to do with it. That's fine. Let's get off this planet. We've got apparently 36 minutes of... That doesn't make any sense at all. But okay, well, I'm not going to complain. Oh yeah, and I actually had to remake my seat, which means that like nothing is right on the hotbar. Okay, let me get that reset up. Alright, I think we're just about ready to go. Gyroscopes are on. They're not set for override. So let's get the hydro systems turned on. I want to make sure that our ions are also turned on. I know the ship fuel is low. We've got enough though.
Ship fuel low.
Thank you. And we're just going to do overrides. Why are we not going up? There we go.
Ship fuel low.
Shush. Alright, we're maxed out. I guess we don't really need ions right now, so we'll turn those off.
Ship fuel low.
Oh, we're fine. And now we're going to start decreasing thrust until our speed drops below 100 meters per second. There we go. The hydrogen tanks aren't entirely happy, but it's not going to kill us. We're going to have to be a little more careful on the alien planet. There's a lot more gravity over there. Okay, I think we're now gaining hydrogen faster than we're using it. That's good news. We're almost out of gravity. Goodbye, Great Dorito. It was nice knowing you. Oh, what do we have here? The Pilgrim's Curiosity? The heck does that mean? Alright, let's see how accurate this stop distance is. It says 735 kilometers. Or sorry, meters. That would be horrible. So if I turn on my inertial dampeners right now, we should stop with plenty of time. Right? I love that stop time thing. That is really handy. It seems to be pretty accurate, too. Alright. Now, that's the top. So, we are going to do the rest of this from the trailer. I should probably leave those on so I can see if he's coming after me. Oh, hello, gravity boots. Or mag boots, I guess. Oh, right. I don't have a sensor on this one. I've been getting lazy. And there we go. We are redocked. Oh, it looks like the bad guy ran away. Oh well. I have a button panel with no buttons on it. Excellent. We're back. We should have a lot more power now because it should be pulling in lots and lots of uranium. Let's see. Oh yes, we have over a K of uranium, still have 15,000 ore, and according to this, the power time is 57 minutes? Well, let's switch that battery back to recharge. These are all fine. They're just more buffers than anything else. And I don't think that's very accurate. See, this one says 17 hours. I think that's probably a little closer to accurate. Oh yeah. Tim has decided we need some more things. That's good. Oh, we've got nickel and gold problems. Okay. I knew we were running low on one of those. Alright. We will find ourselves some nickel and gold. Why do I feel like it's a thing? Nickel and gold. Is that a song? Yeah. Okay. You know, I didn't double check to make sure that when we merged, nothing fell off the walls, but apparently when we merged this disconnected, that makes sense. That's going to happen every time. But otherwise... yeah. Ooh, I wonder if we'll be able to fly that. Should be interesting to find out. Oh, I think the atmospherics are off. Do I get any thrust whatsoever? See, this is a little unrealistic, Keen. There is atmosphere in, like, there is air to push. I should be able to at least get something out of this. If there wasn't, I would not have my helmet off right now. Okay. Well, that means in order to do anything with that, we're going to have to get the ion thing back online. Which also, you know what else is unrealistic? Is that this thing has not fallen to the ground, because there's gravity in here. Oh, Keen. We're getting closer, but you still got some stuff to work on. Okay. And we got a lot of stuff going on there. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to do a bunch of little... Ooh, we have a wisp. Is it guiding us to a magical forest? What is this? I've seen a few of these around. They seem to be what's left over of lights. Maybe after a merge? Not sure. But I've seen that happen before. Odd little bug. Yeah, it's got to be those two came from these two here. But they shouldn't be floating out there like that. Well, anyway. So I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup and whatnot, and I'll be back in a few. All right, so I just saw a comment by Iridium Flare, and he reminded me about the whole oxygen tank goofiness. You know, how you can't depressurize a room and then just vent it out into space. You depressurize it into a tank, and then when you repressurize the room, you repressurize it back out of the tank. And so different people have different techniques for this. One technique is to completely separate your tank from the rest of your system so that nothing else is feeding it. Otherwise, your oxygen generators, like all those ones lining the roof there, will just simply fill up the tank. Then the tank's full, and you can't depressurize the room, basically destroying the whole system. So, as you might have already noticed, this little sign here, I decided to use our good old EA system, the easy automation system that we've set up for docking and undocking, which has, been semi-functional. I decided to give it another try. So I've got this button here that says pressurize. And, well, we're already pressurized, so it doesn't do anything. And I haven't fully tested the system. But I did go in and put that's not what we wanted, all the code that I think is going to be necessary. So I've got pressurize and I've got depressurize. And I want to show you how I'm going to actually put this on the button. And then we'll go in and look at the code. So I'm going to go find the prog EA, this guy right here. I'm going to drag it down here. And we're using the same one we used to dock and undock. Then I'm going to run it. That sign up there that has all the code in it is called Hanger EA. Left parentheses we're going to throw in there. And this time, on the other one I typed pressurize, and this one I'm going to type depressurize. Right parentheses. That basically tells this programmable block to look for its code in this screen and then to look for the code block called depressurize and go through and run it. Okay? Let's see if it works. First of all, let me put my helmet on just in case it does work. Oh, and let me close these. And eventually, I'm going to add in another piece of the script that will actually close these doors. So I'll hit a button that says depressurize. It'll close those doors, wait till they're closed, and then run this procedure. All right. Here we go. I think, yeah, depressurized. Look at that. No oxygen. Beautiful. And I didn't look at the screen while this was going, but here, let me hit pressurize. See, it says pressurizing, and it's blue. And then it turns green when it's done. And you'll also notice that the tank turns on while pressurizing or depressurizing, but then turns off when it's done, which doesn't allow the oxygen tanks to then refill it. Now, if the oxygen tanks were running while we were pressurizing or depressurizing, then they would put a little bit of oxygen in there, but I'm not too concerned about that. Depressurizing. And depressurized. Beautiful. That works great. Now let me show you the code that actually does that. I'm not going to go through every single line and spend a whole bunch of time on it, but I'm going to run through it really fast for those who are curious. So basically, pressurize first sets the depressurize setting on all of the hangar vents. This is a group to false. Sets the font color, and this is that cyan color. It then overwrites what's on the hangar EA as pressurizing, turns the oxygen tank to on, basically. Then this line right here is the interesting one. When the room pressure of the hangar vents is greater than 80, and I decided to stop at 80 because it takes a few seconds for them to stop going, and so it probably just continues up. I'm going to take a look at that in a second. The font color is then turned to, in this case, green. Yeah. And then it overwrites this green and turns the tanks off again. Depressurize literally just does all that in reverse order. So let's take a look at this because I wanted to see. So right now, if we were to look at these vents, I'm just going to kind of pick a random vent here. We'll find that the room pressure is 0 because it's depressurized. Now, if I hit pressurize, let's see if we can find a vent before it stops. 89%, 100%, even though they were turned off at 80, they kind of keep going for a few extra seconds. So we end up at 100, but that's okay. It's never going to go above 100. Okay. Cool, huh? Oh, also, the one other thing I almost forgot to do. Notice this button says pressurize, and this one says prog EA run. That's not helpful. Oops.
Meteor storm inbound.
We actually want to go to button 4, depressurize, like that. And now we have the two things. Later on, we don't have to change anything here. All we have to do is change our code here. So all I have to do, and I will do this, is add a couple of lines to open and close those two doors. God, it freaks me out every time it does that. I always think it's hitting the ship or something when they explode like that. All right. So the one last thing I'm going to do... Oh, wait, are we pressurized? Yes, we are. And in the future, I won't have to worry about this because it's all going to happen automatically. That'll be cool. I'm going to be automating a lot more things like that. But what I wanted to do is you can see the... oh, what did we decide the name of that was? The green burrito or something? I can't remember now. Oh, no. But we're going to start jumping toward the... I'm going to leave those on. We're going to start jumping toward the alien planet there because, well, got to get there eventually, right? So let's see. This is set for 8%. Let's do a jump. We're going to jump 89 kilometers. That works. I just want to find another asteroid, really. So we're going to jump over there. We're going to look for an asteroid. Hopefully we can find some gold and some nickel. is what I'm looking for. Let's see. Are there any? Oh, there's one behind us. Kind of like to get one in front of us so we're not wasting time. We've got a camera on the front of this thing, don't we? There has to be a... I know there's a camera on the front. Trailer, rear, camera front. I've got two things called camera front. That's great. Well, we'll try this first one. That is definitely not... Oh, that's camera front on the other thing. Yeah, that's not what I want. We'll do the second camera front. There we go. Yeah, this is on the front of the MBT. Let's see if we can see any asteroids out there. I see a moon. That's all. Okay, let's do another jump. Nope, that's... Let's do a bigger jump. And there we go. We're going to go just over 100 kilometers this time. Hey, there's an asteroid that's actually somewhat in front of us. Okay, well, let's go ahead and switch jump drives, and we'll do a 2% jump, which is 27 kilometers is too much. I'm going to do 1% jump. 17? That's kind of... It's closer than that, too. All right, we're just going to go the long way. And I'll just accelerate this part. Oh. There, that's better. I didn't have my tanks on. There's like a second thing here. That's kind of cool. All right, let's switch over to just ions and let's go take a look. Is my let's see, where's my ore detector? Okay, it is on. Here, let's do this too. I see iron. I see uranium in this broken piece up here. That could be handy. Because I kind of think that... we're running low on... Not running low on uranium, but I want to have a lot of the stuff around. What else we got? Iron. Ooh, that's a little nerve-wracking. Okay, we're okay. A little closer than I wanted to be. Alright, well, I'm going to look around here, and if I don't find what I need here, I'm going to head off to the next asteroid, and we're going to, we need to find nickel and gold. So I'm going to find that before the next episode, and that's probably where we're going to come back. So, that's all. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button and check out the Discord. Those are my things. Those 3 things. Do those things. And as always, I'll see you next time on Epic Tech. Well, well, well. Apparently the pilgrims are getting curious. Let's see. Missile turret. Where's my control button? Oh, that's all of them. That's the problem. I want the top one. There we go. Where is he? There he is. Ooh. He's an interesting looking one. Now, I have heard that according to the treaty, the let's see, Article 100, it is my duty. It is actually my duty to go and attack him. So, I think we are going to have to do that. Now, it's going to be a little bit dangerous because I still have my miner attached to the side of the ship. But I'm thinking that if I am careful, he's docked in, so, you know, nothing should happen. Should, yeah. What? He just disappeared. I swear the pirates don't actually want me to kill them. Like, I guess that's probably true. No, well, next time.